I find this misconception that this moving out of public cloud means moving back into the stone ages of what we did 10, 15, 20 years ago of having to go and build out your own data center, going into a colocation environment and buying your own servers. And that's absolutely an option to you. You can help you get a colocation facility, and we can help you purchase servers from a bunch of different OEMs and ODMs and help you manage it. And it's not hard. It requires a different muscle and operational process for you to get into. If you haven't had experience with it, of course it's scary because you've never done it. But once you do it, it's not that bad. You have to keep track of equipment aging and hardware refresh cycles, and you don't just buy a server once and it's going to run for 20 years. There is some level of a refresh cycle that you have to get into, and that trips a lot of people up because they don't really plan for it. But that's all the way over here. And there's lots of options. If public cloud's over here and running your own data center and buying your own servers is here, there's still a ton of options in between those 2 points. You can there's options for managed data center. There's options for managed servers. There's VPSs. There's bare metal providers. There's managed Kubernetes providers. And the trick now becomes again, we're talking about this stack up and down, I'll stick vertically, just where you want to sit within these things. And the point is with each level that you come down, in many cases, what you're doing is you're adding operational overhead to you. You don't have a lot of operational overhead with AWS. I mean, you do. It's not zero. You still have to have a team to manage it, right? But you're not driving to a data center and changing hard drives out. So we'll be clear about that. So you're trading operational overhead, but what you gain in terms of that is cost and cost differential. And I've talked about this a lot. I won't beat this one to death, but the cost of compute, it's really the distraction prop in cloud. Everybody gets focused on compute, and we can tell you all the numbers and difference between purchasing RIs in AWS versus buying servers and co-locating them. But the cost of compute is really the distraction for the real cost suck in cloud, which is your bandwidth costs and your egress costs. I'm not going to go down that road right now. Anyways, the point of all this, again, to circle back and start at the beginning, is just understand what trade-offs you're making. And it's not bad to say, hey, we want to be here and we know why, and this is the trade-off we're making. That's actually a great place to be. Just be conscious of what you've decided and know that any decision you make shouldn't be a permanent decision. In 2 years, you could be in a completely different situation and need something else. That's okay. And just get ahead of it and use it to scale your business and scale your operations and refine your service and get better and build moats and have differentiation and create competitive advantages and everything else you need to do in order for your business to succeed and win.
I feel it.